Welcome back, everybody. This is JenSandwiches, here to take another bite out of Zombie Exodus Safe Haven. So hopefully this works if you can see me. Hello! Happy New Year! I sort of worked out a camera. I know it's crappy and not good quality, but hey, it's something, alright? Hopefully it stays the whole time I'm doing this. I don't know. So anyway, I hope everyone had a good Christmas and Hanukkah and Kwanzaa and a Happy New Year. And now it's time. Time to get back to playing. I think last time, weren't we going to the school to rescue Jaime? And I'm pretty sure we took Woody. That's right, and then I shot that guy. He was guarding the outside of the school. And now we're about to go in there. That's right. Okay, so. Your smartphone rings and you answer without hesitation. Derek, a hurried voice says before you have a chance to say a word. Derek, it's me. I need help. You recognize Jaime's voice, though he sounds out of breath, and a series of harsh, shrill screams fills the background. What's wrong? I can barely hear you. Through the line, a door slams, and you hear rushing wind and the squawking of birds. Listen, Derek, Jaime says, huffing with deep breaths. I made it to the roof. I'm safe now. I was only a mile or so from your house, but they came up on me. They shot at me, clipped my shoulder, but I made it into a high school. Wait a minute. I already did this. What? Okay, hang on a second. I already read this, you guys, right? Didn't I read this already? Yeah. This is the same thing that happened to me last time where I recorded and then it, didn't say what I did. Alright, well, hang on a second. I'm just gonna skim through it then. I'm pretty sure I brought those weapons with me when I already recorded this before. And then I decided to steal a car because I didn't want to use my own car. And I did the sedan. Alright, I'm just going to cut through all of this while I redo it really quick. I'm not even going to read it. I'm just going to, redo everything. Pretty sure I remember what I picked, so I won't die. Okay, now we're back where we were. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, anyway. Oh, and I'm sorry. I know my glasses are super reflective. This is so bad. I'm sorry. Here, is that, oh. I don't know how to hide it and read it at the same time because I'm reading it off my phone. Oh, well. Anyway. The school lobby shows the true impact of the apocalypse, as the dead canvas the building's ground floor lobby like a field of war after battle. The bodies of teenagers, easily several dozen, lie scattered across the tile floor. Dried blood coats most of the floor in a muck. Ripped banners for a school-wide fundraiser cover several of the dead, and hundreds of bullet casings litter the entrance. On the far corner at the double doors of an office, the charred remains of burnt bodies sit in a pile, some still smoldering. You cover your nose at the awful stench of the rotting and Do you guys hear that? Do you hear my cat? Okay. You cover your nose at the awful stench of the rotting and the refuse. Woody paces along the wall, hands on his hips, unable to look at the side of the lobby. As you stand at the front of the lobby, one pile of corpses shifts, and you quickly move to the far wall where a path through the dead lies toward a side hallway. Past the doors, the hall is silent and empty, and you stop for a moment to collect your thoughts. On the wall hangs a map of the school. The building has 3 wings, with the north and east ones ascending 8 to 10 stories. Jaime said he's on the 4th floor roof, which means he's in the west wing. There's no direct path to the roof, but there are multiple routes through the school. You might even have opportunities to search for useful gear to help rescue Jaime and to survive in this damn apocalypse. Between the zombies and the bandits, you'll certainly face a confrontation at some point. The real question is, what's the best way to reach him? The map shows one path leading up the southwestern stairwell past the cafeteria on the 2nd floor. Since the outbreak occurred a day ago, there will be food left in the kitchen, and you could stop there and scavenge. You imagine a cafeteria to be well populated, so there's a high chance of zombies in that area. Instead, you could travel through the library on the northwestern end of the school. Starting on the 1st floor, the library actually consists of 2 floors, meaning you could avoid the stairwell. From what you know of libraries, they have fewer people than cafeterias. However, they're typically packed with rows of bookcases and furniture, so making it through the area could be tricky. Plus, zombies could be hiding at any turn. You decide to. Well, if we did the cafeteria, we might be able to find food. But the library does kind of sound safer to me. I mean, I do have a close quarter combat weapon and my gun. But food, and I think we're really low on food. Let me see. Since everyone keeps stealing all my shit all the time. Oh, we're not that bad. Let's do the library then. Fuck the cafeteria. No, library, all the way. You rush through the school library and locate the Tanya Milford Memorial Library. Oh, God. You rush through the lobby, not the library. Jeez, okay. Sorry, let me try that again. You rush through the school lobby and locate the Tanya Milford Memorial Library. Double wooden doors are cracked and unhinged, and in the shallow doorway a human corpse lies hacked and ravaged, his face torn off. Flies swirl around the body, and the smell is ripe and rotten. Blood covers the floor from wall to wall, and you have to step over it to enter the library. Reminds me of the slaughterhouse, Woody says. First time I visited my Uncle Buford's slaughterhouse, I was 9 years old. Had to wear my pa's boots, which reached up to my thighs. All that muck and bits dirtied them up good. I went in there and started gagging, and it only got worse the deeper I went. Never shook that smell or the sight of what those butchers were doing in there. You step into the front of the library amid trash and torn books, and a sizable checkout desk sits on your right, adorned with the body of a young girl. Her body is ripped open to expose her spinal cord. A pencil sticks out of her eye, which must be preventing her from rising as the undead. A pencil? Damn. Woody turns away from the girl, lifts a flask from his belt, and takes a quick swig. When he sees you watching him, he moves the metal container to your hands, and you take a sip of lukewarm water. Oh, I thought it was alcohol. A deep animal growl echoes through the library, and you duck behind the checkout desk. Peeking over it, you spot a pair of zombies staggering past a display case of periodicals. This shifts your focus on the rest of the library and its layout. A long central staircase sits on the far end, leading to a second-floor balcony. Between you and the staircase are rows of tall bookcases stretching 8 to 10 feet high. Along the right and left sides, offices and reading rooms line the walls. You hear random murmuring and screeches made by infected students other than these two roamers past the newspapers. You scan the room and spot a few in the young adult sci-fi section, and several more near the foreign languages aisle. With all of the furniture and obstacles, you might be able to reach the second floor before the zombies can react and attack. With so much distance still needed to reach Jaime, the risk could be worth it. Of course, you can't help your friend if you're dead, and sneaking through the library might be the best approach. As you consider your approach, you gaze across from the desk at an oversized bookshelf of new arrivals rising half the distance to the second-floor balcony. That could be handy. Above it hangs a suspended platform, a flat wooden surface rigged with pulleys and ropes. You know that's gonna break. Oh. Beside it hangs a banner for a book fair fundraiser. If you can figure out how to use the contraption, it might be possible to climb the bookshelf and use the suspended platform to ascend to the next floor. However, if you fail to make it work, you'll lose precious time and might make noise that draws the undead. Given the various choices, you... okay, let's see. Move through the library at a slow, careful pace. Rush through, figuring I can outrun them. I don't think so, not in the library. Climb the second floor using the platform. Well, here's my dilemma. I don't particularly think that my character is smart, but Woody is pretty smart. And I think having him maybe between the two of us, we could figure out how to get up there on the suspension. I'm gonna try it. If we die, I'm sorry. Oh. You stare at the metal and wood contraption and visualize it rising up the front of the library. 2 long strips of wood are encased in 3 sets of metal bars, which provide support for whomever uses the rig. Ropes extend from all 4 corners and attach to the ceiling. The gears look solid, and the pulley system secure enough to hold the weight. Your only concern is the noise it might make. Suspended in the air, the rig will be out of reach should any zombies be drawn to the sound. You turn to Woody. "We're going to use that to ascend to the second floor," you say in a hushed voice. "Oh, that?" he asks as he scratches his chin through his thick beard. "You really think that's the best way?" "If we do it right, we can fashion it to rise through the air and never cross paths with a single zombie." Woody's eyes dart around the library, and he seems to be considering the path the two of you are about to take. "You're right. Let's do it." You rush across the room and inspect the bookshelf against the wall, its topmost point flush with the suspended platform. Thick ropes coil around a side post, which holds the rig in place. You step up to the bookcase and climb up the shelves, eyeing the suspended platform hanging against the wall. As you approach the top, your foot slides on a loose piece of wood, but you reach out and grab the bottom of the suspended platform before losing your balance. Drawing the platform closer, you leap to grab the middle bar. You hang in midair and pull yourself up the side of the suspended platform. Finally ready to use the suspended platform's pulley system to ascend to the library, you examine the rig as Woody climbs the bookcase to join you on the platform. Examining the controls, you quickly figure out the mechanics of the moving parts. You flip a release lever, and the suspended platform drops an inch with a short jolt. All 4 ropes supporting the platform tighten, and you turn the main winch and feel the platform rise. As it moves through the air, the pulleys emit a high-pitched whistle. Grunts and growls call out across the library, but no zombies react to the device's movements. Well, that's good. You pick up speed and spin the winch in even rotations, and inch by inch, the rig climbs toward the second floor. Suspended over the library, the platform provides a perfect overhead view, and the heads of student zombies appear in book aisles and study aisles. They moan and twitch and roam, but none look up to the wood and metal contraption rising toward the balcony. Long minutes pass, and the suspended platform reaches the balcony railing. You hop over the ornate metal railing and hear the guttural bellers of the undead below. Glancing down, you see the zombies still roaming the library's first floor. "That was a smart idea after all," Woody says as he climbs out. "Thank you, Woody. Thank you." Scanning the balcony, you spot a few students huddling near a table, their faces splattered in blood as they feast upon the body of a classmate. You look past them and head for the double doors leading out of the library's upper level. As you pass an open office, you stop inside to look for food or other supplies. You can make out vague shapes in the room but see no people, living or dead. Stacks of books surround a simple desk, and wall-to-wall bookcases line the room. You spend a few minutes scavenging. On the desk is a brown bag lunch with a sandwich, apple, and pudding pack. A water cooler stands in the corner of the room, and you can easily fill empty bottles of water. Under the desk is a box of candy bars with the pamphlets asking for donations to the school band's candy fundraiser, as well as a case of soda. Ooh, is it like those candies that they would make you sell in high school that came in like the fancy box and as the candy bars all wrapped up? Because if there's those, yeah, I would love that. Oh, they're so good. Okay. An Android phone sits in the middle of the table, the screen glowing with life. Among the stacks of texts is a botany book, which might be useful for identifying edible plants. You almost miss a pair of glasses on a shelf. That would be great for my other character on my tablet, because he needs a new pair of glasses. They broke. Oh, it was bad. It was so bad. Alright, anyway. You spend a few minutes packing up supplies to take. You have the following items. I'm not reading all that. I can take 10 more things. Okay. Well, food, obviously, because people keep stealing all my shit. Water is essential. I feel like the botany book would be very useful. Luckily, my character in this game doesn't wear glasses, so I don't need those. I don't know why I would take them. Take the smartphone. Oh, I could take more water? Hang on. Oh. It's so hard to read it on this list. It takes a while for me to find where the water's... Oh, I have 33 bottles of water. Okay. Yeah, you know what? Fuck it, I'll take more. Can never have enough water. I will take candy bars, because, you know, that might be good. and I might as well. Why not? I personally don't like soda, so I'm not taking the soda. Sorry, anybody out there who drinks soda, ugh, don't like it. But I love candy. Chocolate candy. Chocolate candy. Alright. The guy behind me loves sandwiches. Do you see that? I painted that. He's creepy. I know, I'm sorry. Yeah, water, more water. Okay, you know what? I'm getting kind of scared though. I'm gonna take the glasses just in case. You never know. I don't think I need them, but maybe I'll meet someone who does. Stepping out of the stairwell, you take a quick look through the hallway, and other than a few bodies lying on the floor, the area seems clear. Hey, I need to take a pit stop, Woody says, pointing to the boys' room sign. Woody, I've discussed this in other videos. Do not go in the bathroom. Bathrooms are bad. Oh, God. My stomach's killing me. Might be the smell or just the sight of all this. Give me a few. I'll be as fast as I can. No! As you wait for Woody, you consider how to spend your time. The industrial arts room. Shop class. Ooh, that'd be good. Do I need medicine, though? Do I need medicine? I probably do. Let's see. Oh, it's up here in gear. Okay. I only have one first aid kit. Alright. Nurse's station it is. You run through the hallway and stop outside of the nurse's office, listening for any movement, moaning, or other telltale signs of the infected. Hearing nothing, you peek inside and see no zombies in the main room. Taking slow, careful steps, you enter the room. The room is splattered with blood and human waste. Glass cases are smashed, and the main desk is overturned. A first aid kit lies on the floor, and various medical supplies are scattered around the room. A shadow falls upon the floor next to you. Spinning, you raise your Springfield rifle and prepare to attack. Dark blood coats an exam door's upper window, and a pair of mangled hands claw at the surface. You leap back as the door rattles. You watch and wait, ready to fight or flee should the zombie escape. For all the pounding on the door, it remains locked. The zombie on the other end has no way to reach you, though its presence makes you uneasy. Feeling safe enough to stay, you search the room for supplies. Behind a desk, you spot a broken glass cabinet, but several items remain. A tube of antiseptic ointment, bandages, and a bottle of painkillers. Under the desk is a splint to stabilize a broken leg or arm, and on top of the desk lies a pair of glasses and a box of bandages. More glasses? Man, my character, my other one, he's gonna be so happy. In the corner of the room is a sink. You turn on the faucet and are surprised the water's still flowing. You leave no space unchecked, searching through every inch of the office. Your effort pays off when you find a small metal case under a pile of broken wood. Inside is a bottle of antibiotics and numerous vials of insulin. With the room searched, you separate the items you wish to take. I can take 10 things again. Alrighty. All of the medical supplies. Every single one. Painkillers. I don't know who needs insulin. I don't think I do, but I'm sure some... Oh, wait, no. Let's take bandage... Oh, no. First aid kit. Yes. Let's take splint. Let's take antibiotics. Okay, we'll take insulin. Okay, so now I have 15 painkillers. I have... God. One first aid kit. Or is this what I already had? Did it add to it or no? I don't know. Take more bandages. Take more painkillers. And there we go. You take a small bottle of painkillers and add it to your personal inventory. As you finish collecting gear, you step into the hallway and hear the pounding of footsteps from behind. Hey, we need help, a voice says. Turning, you spot two teenagers, a boy and a girl, running towards you. She wears a pink hoodie and leather backpack with camo pants and sandals. He wears a sports jersey and shorts and carries a lacrosse stick. I wonder if these are the two from the teenager one. If you play as a teenager, you run into, like, they're not really your friends, but you can possibly have a crush on the guy, I guess. I wonder if it's them. Anyway, she runs out of breath and paces in front of you. Thank God I found you, you reply. Yeah, keep your fucking voice down. I thought they were going to kill me, she says, or I'd get infected. You don't know how happy we are to find other living people, the young man says. It is! It's Brody and Madison! It's them! Okay. I'm Derek, you say, and I'm glad to see other living beings too. I'm Brody, the young man says, and this is my twin sister Madison. Okay, so in the comments somebody warned me about this part, and they said the girl in the high school, there's like not really much you can do about it. So she might have to die. Sorry. Okay. Madison Milford, she says. You know, the Milfords who built everything in this town. And I'm Woody. Jamie's cousin strides through the hallway, buckling his belt. Oh my, Madison says, her lips pursed in displeasure. I forgot he smells. She covers her nose and whispers to Brody, he smells. Brody frowns at his sister and extends a hand to shake. Good to meet you, sir. We should get somewhere safe, you say, scanning in all directions for signs of trouble. Your group moves to the stairwell and ascends to the 3rd floor. Brody leads the way, his lacrosse stick raised like a samurai sword ready to strike. The day after the outbreak, we heard the school was abandoned, Brody says. We left our house and came here, figuring there were tons of supplies. Turns out it wasn't really abandoned. The principal, Mr. Buckley, told everyone to go home, but some kids stayed behind. Their parents weren't home, or they were too scared to leave, so the school set up a shelter in the gym. Well, and this is the screwed up part, some kids were infected, so instead of getting them away from the other students or getting them help, Mr. Buckley locked them all inside. He killed them all. They all turned. You're all silent for a moment as Brody's words sink in. Hundreds of students sacrificed, all of them given shelter and then forced to become zombies due to panic or ignorance. That's scary. You near the doors to the stairwell, and Brody peeks through the small glass window. Looks clear. He swings the door open and holds it to let everyone pass. You stare into a hallway flush in the pale glow of floodlights. 1 floor to go, and you'll reach Jamie. So what are you doing here? Madison asks, sticking close to your side. Saving my friend Jamie. Bandits chased him in here and trapped him on the roof. Your group turns a corner, and you hear a short pop like a firecracker. Madison cries out, and you spot a flash of red. Something hits your face, and you wipe your forehead. Blood. Ew. You stand frozen in the hallway of the 3rd floor with blood on your hands and Madison crouched against a wall holding her wounded arm. Ooh. At the other end of the narrow corridor, a submachine gun is pointed at you as a red-haired woman maneuvers around the broken classroom furniture scattered in her path. Run, Brody shouts. Then he scoops up Madison in his arms, kicks in a classroom door, and runs inside. More bullets whiz by your head, and you waste no time ducking into the classroom. You slam the door shut and back away as a flurry of gunshots sound off in the hallway. Woody swings his rifle around and aims at the door. Brody lays Madison on the teacher's desk, and she wails and holds her arm. The room has 4 rows of aligned chairs with built-in desks and several cabinets of supplies against the walls. On the far end, a door reads, Mrs. Mulligan. You sit in the first seat closest to the door and contemplate your next move. Brody rushes to a cabinet and grips one end. Let's block the door, he says, and you help slide the huge piece of furniture. The gunfire stops, but you hear hurried footsteps from the hallway. Open up, the red-haired woman yells, and the door rattles and pushes the cabinet back an inch. Why are you doing this, you psycho? Madison yells. Laughter comes through the door. I know you're here for Jamie. We heard him call one of you, named Derek. If you come out, everyone else will live. You're dead, you yell. Your anger boils over, and you start to shove the cabinet aside to free up the door. Why do I have to be so angry? This is not going to be good. Brody touches your shoulder. If you let her in, we're all dead. You turn and punch the wall, which calms you down enough to walk away. You have 3 minutes to open this door. If I have to bust my way in, you're all dead, the red-haired woman yells. What are we gonna do? Brody says, hands on his hips as he catches his breath. He lifts his jersey to wipe the sweat from his face, revealing a flat stomach and tight abs. His face is gaunt, and his skin looks pale. What am I, some kind of creeper? I imagine myself being like, I don't know, 25 to 28. Nah, not creeping on a high school student. That is weird. Alright, You run over to Madison to check her arm. A small cut on her right tricep is the only wound. The bullet grazed her upper arm. You'll be fine, you say. It hurts, she says, and bites her bottom lip. Once the crisis is over, I'll take care of it. You quickly consider all the possibilities for getting out of this mess. To save Woody and the twins, you could run through the teacher's office, make your way into the hallway, and draw the red-haired woman away from the classroom. Maybe you could lose her in the school or find equal ground to fight back. This puts you at a considerable risk. You could also sneak out and attack her while she's focused upon the door, though she might still break into the classroom and kill everyone. You might be able to convince Brody to distract the red-haired woman long enough for you to escape and find Jaime. He could help you deal with the bandit. So we're on the 3rd floor, right? So we're like right near where Jaime is. We just need to get up one more flight of stairs. The only one I really care about is Woody, honestly. Like, if Woody died, I would be upset, but we just met these teenagers and I don't really care. I honestly... Oh, this is a hard one. Alright, I gotta check my stats. I'm not too bad. I'm really stressed out, though. Okay. I am really strong, so... And I mean, I'm not trying to sound sexist, but she's a lady and I'm a big, burly military guy. Maybe if I surprised her, maybe I could get one up on her? Well, I'm assuming Jaime's not going to die no matter how long I take. So I think I'm going to try to save everybody else, too. And then go get Jaime, because I'm sure no matter what I pick, he'll still be up there on that roof. So let's try it. If the red-haired woman gets into the classroom, she'll kill everyone, but if you sneak around and surprise her, maybe you can end this conflict. I'm going to sneak around the side and take her out. You open the door to the teacher's office, careful not to make a sound, and rush through the small room to another door. This one leads to the back hallway, and you run until it meets back with the main corridor where the red-haired woman is standing, submachine gun raised at the classroom door. She fires a burst of bullets at the door, the loud popping sound echoing across the walls of the 3rd floor. Past her, through the stairwell from the 2nd floor, rushes a group of student zombies. You start your way down the hallway, and then it hits you. The zombies are drawn to the noise. She must realize it too, because as the zombies draw closer, the red-haired woman turns and runs in your direction, the only possible route. Hey! She yells, spinning the gun towards you. Bullets hit a blackboard a foot away from where you stand, and you run forward. A sign ahead reads, Samuel Milford Auditorium, and you hope you can find a way to reach the 4th floor. Oh, God. Bullets tear through the wood-paneled wall over your head as you run the length of the auditorium away from the crazed bandit woman and the horde of zombies chasing her. She seems less concerned with the living dead on her tail, even as the noise from her weapon draws in more and more. You climb the steps to the dark stage and slide behind a thick curtain. Bullets cut through the material, making holes that allow light to stream through, allowing you to make out shapes on the stage. In the middle is a series of ladders leading to a metal scaffolding. Past it stands a much narrower ladder that leads up to a control booth perched among the rafters. From the auditorium comes the sound of rapid gunfire and the thick snarls of the zombie horde, all moving closer to the stage. You climb the far ladder and kick it away once you reach the control booth. A series of ropes lead from a panel to the scaffolding and a trapdoor below it, and another ladder extends into the rafters at the ceiling, which you presume leads to the 4th floor. Raised high above the stage, you watch as the red-haired woman runs behind the curtain, her face now flushed with fear, and then she fires back into the gang of undead still following her. From the other side of the stage, a pack of new zombies rush out, now trapping her from all sides. Good. She scampers onto the scaffolding and climbs to the highest point, and the zombies run under her, leaping and swinging, though unable to reach her. She stands on a shaky pole and clings to a rope for balance. She won't last for long, and even as you think it, she slips and struggles to stay on the scaffolding. You glance down at the control panel. One of the levers connects to ropes for the trapdoor beneath the stage. If you flip the switch, the zombies would likely fall through the trapdoor, allowing the red-haired woman to escape. On the other hand, you could leave right now and ascend the ladder to the 4th floor. The woman is no concern to you now, and Jaime still needs her help. Yet another thought crosses your mind. The other lever on the control panel leads to the scaffolding. Pulling it might release the metal holding her up, and she'd fall to her death. God! Revenge would be sweet. Maybe this is the person that they're talking about that can't be saved. However, the guy who made this game put an update on Facebook and said that there is now a way to save her, or save a person in the school. Not necessarily her, I'm assuming it's her. But I'm not sure if the update was on both Android and iPhone, or just Android. So, should I try to save her? I mean, I was trying to be nice. Much good it did me. But, you know, I did want to go through this game being a nice person. Because I think that's important in this type of situation, real or fake. So, and my morality's really high. I kind of want to keep it that way. I'll try to save her. We'll see what happens. If she dies anyway, then oh well. Oh, I got a thing. Okay. It's not in your nature to leave the red-haired woman to her demise, and if you show her compassion, maybe she'll want to work with you. Hey, you down there, you call from your perch. Calm down, I can help. The red-haired woman looks up, and the simple gesture almost makes her lose her balance. Please, help me! I can help you, but first I need you to promise you'll leave me and my friends alone, you say. The red-haired woman nods frantically, staring into the rafters. I'm sorry for shooting at you. It was wrong and stupid. I haven't been thinking straight. It's the apocalypse making me crazy. I promise if you get me out of this, I'm out of this school and gone for good. Yeah, we'll see. It's difficult to know whether or not to trust the red-haired woman, but time is running out. Do I have your word you'll leave me and my friends alone? Yes, yes, I swear, look, she screams, and with no hesitation, she heaves the submachine gun over the heads of the zombies. Sweet. It rattles across the floor and slips under the heavy curtain. The zombies crowd the platform directly beneath the scaffolding, swarming and pushing the loosely held structure to the point of collapse. You grip the lever, not knowing if it will even work, and shove it forward. Loud clicking and sliding noises spring from around the stage, and the trapdoor flips inward. The mob of zombies tumble through a hole, now turned into a pile of writhing arms and legs. You pull the lever back, and the doors close, muting the zombies beneath the stage. The red-haired woman drops from the scaffolding, bends at the waist, and sucks in deep breaths of air. You watch her, hesitant to move and give away your hiding place. Moments pass, then she stands and stares around the auditorium, looking up and down and around the back of the auditorium. She takes a few steps forward and reaches under the bottom of the curtain. She wasn't looking for you. She yanks her submachine gun from the other side of the curtain and raises it in one hand. Thank you, whoever you are. Thank you, she says. To hell with Dylan and the others. Jamie's on the roof, on the southwestern corner. Dylan's up there, trying to figure out a way to get him. That friend of yours is one tough son of a bitch. And with that, the red-haired woman runs from the stage. You climb the ladder up to the 4th floor and find a trapdoor in the ceiling leading into darkness. Ooh, shit. The trapdoor leads you into a pitch-black room, with the sound of dripping water nearby and the smell of mildew filling your nose. As soon as your hands are free, you cover your face and search for a light switch. Instead, you find a doorknob and turn it. Light shines in through the sliver made by the open door. You stand in a closet, and from above, water drips through a crack in the ceiling. The smell from the mold nauseates you, though it's mixed with a harsher chemical smell, and hearing nothing besides the near-silent water drops, you slip through the door into a classroom. Your eyes adjust to the pale light, and you scan the room. Lab benches instead of desks and chairs fill the room. On several bench tops lie the remains of animal dissections. The smell must be the formaldehyde used to preserve the specimens. Numerous cabinets must hold supplies, and several doors lead into other rooms. You try the closet side door and find it locked, and as you cross the room to try the other, a shadow crosses the hallway door. A figure comes into view, a man with long whiskers stretched to the side and tattoos covering his gun arm. He carries a futuristic-looking submachine gun with a blunt barrel and top-mounted magazine. You recognize the weapon, an FN-P90, or a variant, a Belgian-made Special Forces weapon. He swings the gun from side to side, as if searching for something. You crouch behind a lab bench and listen as he steps through the hallway. He turns and peeks into your classroom, revealing a long-healed scar on his face, and smoke trailers into the air from a long cigarette. As he walks away, he whistles a casual tune. You rush to the front door, which you now see is unlocked and ajar. Beside you sits an open cabinet of chemicals, Bunsen burners, and other lab gear. You stare through the window and spot the man, who you assume to be Dylan based on the bandit woman's statements, turning a corner at the end of the hall. You rush to follow him, listening for his whistle to know his distance. Reaching the end of the hall, you turn and gasp at the sight of a zombie swarm ahead. They stay behind a wall of glass in an observatory, all staring into an open hole in the ceiling. Jaime must be up there, which means you're facing 2 obstacles: a gun-toting bandit and half a dozen living dead. What the fuck? Dylan stands just ahead, not more than 20 feet away, and stares through the glass at the group of zombies. They all seem oblivious to his presence and gaze at the hole in the ceiling, low idle moans rumbling in their throats. He takes the cigarette from his mouth and grinds the tip of the glass. With his other hand, he takes a wrapped object from his pocket, unfolds the paper to reveal a sandwich, and takes a bite. Why isn't he killing the zombies? With that weapon, he could likely eliminate them in order to get to Jaime. You need to end this. Attacking Dylan headlong will take care of the first obstacle, but he looks confident and fearless, and with that submachine gun by his side, this is a fight you might not win so easily. Even taking a wound could lead to death, since you can't exactly perform surgery on your own gunshot wound. With all of the science labs on this floor, you could rig some traps using all the chemicals, which could disable Dylan. And then it hits you. What if you use the zombies against Dylan? You could take out 2 birds with 1 stone, leaving the path clear to rescue Jaime. Of course, this might be the riskiest solution, as the riled-up zombies could easily come after you. You decide to. I don't think my character's very smart. I don't think I can rig a trap and use it on Dylan. God. What would I be best at? I might just... Shit. I might just have to go for it. But I don't know. Crap. Sometimes I wish this was live so I could, ask you guys what you did. But then again, that'd kind of be cheating, wouldn't it? Oh, wait. That's not what I was looking for. Oh, fuck. Well, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna go for it. It worked on the lady. Maybe it'll work on Dylan. With Dylan so close, this makes for an easy shot, but the noise might draw out the zombies. Before attacking, you select the best weapon for the task. Good thing I brought a backup, huh? Yeah. Okay, here we go. You raised your trench knife and moved down the hall, keeping watch for any movement from Dylan. Weapon ready, you creep past the debris and broken animal cages, and as you near Dylan, he takes a step back and turns in your direction. Your gaze meets his. Surprised, he drops his sandwich and levels his submachine gun at your head. You grab the barrel of his gun and shove it aside, and the weapon fires into the glass, which explodes into the observatory. Dylan kicks your chest, and you tumble backward and slam your head on the tile floor. This is not good. The zombies roar in unison. Then they rush from the side room, some crashing through the door, some falling through the remaining glass window. Dylan drops back and kills the first zombie with a headshot. He tumbles over a broken desk and fires into the next of his attackers, spinning the dead student away. The zombies keep coming, and he shoots them one by one, though the speed of their approach is faster than his reaction. The last one drops to a shot in the hip, and she scurries along the floor, knocking Dylan over. You run along the hallway, half staring at Dylan, half staring at the observatory in case a straggler remains in the room. All of the zombies are dead, save the one attacking Dylan, who's struggling to bring his weapon around for a shot. The zombie lunges, and blood squirts over her shoulder as Dylan screams in pain. It actually worked. I cannot believe that actually fucking worked. You raise your trench knife, ready to kill the zombie, Dylan, or both, but a flash of steel stops you. Dylan's free hand swings a knife and impales the zombie's head. He shoves her corpse to the side, and you lower your weapon at the sight of him. His stomach is torn open, and several fingers are missing on his gun hand. He has a large slice on the side of his head, and blood gurgles from a wound on his throat. You kick the submachine gun away and leave him there for now. Jaime is still on the roof, and you hope you're not too late. I can't believe that worked. Like, I am amazed. Alright. You step past the broken glass of the observatory window and rush to the hole in the ceiling. A hatch door lies open, and dried blood dots the wooden edge. Jaime, you yell with no hesitation, despite the possibility of more zombies in the area. Derek, Jaime calls from above. Then his head pokes through the hole. Damn, dude, took you long enough. A ladder slides through the ceiling, and Jaime climbs down from the roof. The cool night wind blows in with him, and you enjoy the rush of freezing air. As Jaime hops off the ladder, he turns and gives you the strongest embrace of your life. He laughs and swings you in his arms, and in that moment you feel a powerful sense of relief. What happened? Where's Dylan? He asks, pulling away from you and glancing around the room. You now notice that his shirt is torn and blood coats his forearm, and a blood-soaked rag is wrapped around his hand. No. I'll tell you the details later, but Dylan's in the hallway. He's no longer a threat. What happened to your hand? Jaime ignores the question and marches out of the observatory, and you follow. You can't help but eye the blood dripping from his hand and the slight twitch to his walk. Given the last few days, you can't help but look for signs of infection. As you reach the end of the hallway, you spot Dylan, struggling to rise, but he's still lying in a pool of his own blood, and all color has drained from his face. Jaime stops a foot from the dying bandit, tears in his eyes, mouth twitching. I told you this is how it would end, he says, staring down at Dylan. We were safe. We had everything. The things you did, the people you hurt, what you wanted us to do. And now look at you, food for the dead. Jaime, we need to go, you say. You need to find Woody and the twins, escape the zombie-infested school, and get back home. Go ahead downstairs. I'll catch up in a minute. Something I have to do first, Jaime says as he bends over and lifts Dylan's submachine gun. Jaime, come on. No. No. We're gonna be nice. Jaime, let's just go, you say. Don't be a killer like him. Besides, we need to get out of here. Jaime steps to the side of Dylan, who lies on the floor, teeth gritted, good hands still gripping his knife. It didn't have to be this way, Jaime says, raising the weapon over Dylan's face. You turn away just as the gun fires. Your ears throb from the sound of the weapon. Jaime walks past you and pats your shoulder. Let's go. You follow Jaime to the stairwell and walk down to the 3rd floor. Good God. Okay, chapter 4. Whew, that was a long one, but I didn't want to do what I did last time and just cut it off, so Anyway, a lot happened there, but we did good. I didn't die. I am pleased with myself. Alright, you guys, well, oh yeah, that was one thing I wanted to say. I'm gonna try to be more consistent with my uploading. I mean, I had my own system in my head, but it didn't work out half the time. So I'm going to try, starting this Saturday, to post twice a week. So Zombie Exodus videos will be on Saturdays and Wednesdays. I don't have a time. It'll just be whatever time. I'm sorry. But look for them on those days. But yeah, and then on Saturdays also I'll have my other random playthroughs. I don't know if anybody watches them or cares, but I care because I like them, so those will be up there too. But yeah, so Zombie Exodus, Saturdays and Wednesdays. Hopefully. I'll try. Alright, you guys, thank you for sticking with me. We're gonna be hopefully back to regular videos. Yeah. I'll see you all later. Bye!